My name is Kyler, that's K-Y-L-E-R, and I'm going to be your guide today through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, I do hope you guys are as excited as I am to go see some amazing animals today. Now, many of those animals are on that spotting guide above your head. Just take a quick look up there. That'll be the key to identifying lots of these animals. But I will tell you right now, we may not see all of them, but we usually have some pretty good luck. Now, is it anybody's first time on a safari? Any first timers on board? Raise your hands and happy proud of it. Anybody? I see you guys back there. I guess we're going to have a lot of fun, but it does get pretty bumpy, so make sure you remain seated for me at all times. And hold on to those valuable, like your hats and glasses, that kind of thing.
Hey man, let me drive.
Hey guys, I got the all clear. 2 weeks, it's training for it. Can you handle it?
Hell, it only took me 15 minutes to get my driver's license.
There you go. Alright guys, now we are entering into the Little Aturi Forest. Now this forest is going to be home to lots of very reclusive animals that are going to blend in and hide very well. So keep those eyes out all around. Like out there to your right hand side, you can see the okapi. Now we'll get around the tree and get a better view of the okapi. And the okapi may kind of look like a zebra with those striped legs, but it's not related to the zebra at all. Now it's actually the only known relative of the giraffe. Now we know that because of the skull structure and its long tongue that'll reach around 18 inches out there. Now here to your left hand side, you are going to see a greater kudu. Now greater kudu are the second largest antelope in the entire world, weighing around 750 pounds and standing around 5 foot tall. And their light tan coloration allows them to blend in very well with the tree stumps and rocks all around them out here. So you know they're actually walking down in front of us here, so we'll head around this way. And like I said, second largest antelope in the world. See that okapi walking around as well there. Very lucky to start our journey, my friends. Now these are the female greater kudu, and then we know that because they have no horns, as the male have very long and twirly horns.
Come on.
We're going to come around this way very soon. As soon as the truck a little gets far ahead of us, we'll be able to see what they're seeing up ahead of us here, my friends. Patience is key out here. Now guys, I am discovering these animals just like you guys are, so if I miss something, feel free to point it out and let me know. You guys have a lot more eyes back there than I do. And see another greater kudu up here. It's going to be on the right as we make the turn.
Look at you. Beautiful.
You can just barely see a black rhino walking around back there, guys, just past the bushes there. Now, black rhino are very large, weighing around 3,000 pounds. Kind of hiding behind the rocks now as soon as I point them out, of course. As up here to the left, you already see the bongo. Now, bongo get their nickname, the ghost of the forest, because they hide very effectively. They're also very quick and very agile animals. Now, the horns on top of their head are going to be very smooth and leaning backwards, allowing them to run through the brush and thickets very easily. Because that water level is rising up, so we're going to leave this area. And as we do, I hope you guys like to go fast. Because I know I sure do. You guys like to go fast, right? Yeah! Alright, that's what I like to hear. Hold on tight. I'm going to floor it. And you'll feel the full power of this truck. Here we go. And that's it right there, my friends. A whopping 8 miles an hour. I know. It's crazy out here. Now, I hope I did not get you too excited, but don't worry. We're going to get you excited about some animals as we enter into the Safi River. Now, the Safi can be a pretty good place to find a few Nile species, as this is an extension of the Nile River. Now, if you don't see anything yet, don't worry, guys. We're going to cross the river here, get our wheels a little bit wet, and try and find some up ahead of us here. And now, I do see a few Florida birds out there on the right. I do not know how they got here to Africa. That's a pretty long journey for them. Now, as we might find some hippos around here. Remember, hippos can't stay underwater for 8 minutes at a time. So keep your eyes out all around, especially under that water. And as we look there on our left hand side, you're going to see a whole bloke or group of Nile hippo. Now, Nile hippo are going to weigh around 5,500 pounds fully grown. Now, when they're born, they're going to be born around 85 pounds, which is larger than most of us when we're born, you know, I hope. Now, they can stay underwater for around 8 minutes at a time. And it may surprise you, they're one of the most dangerous animals in Africa, because they're very territorial. Now, on top of the island, you are going to see some pink-backed pelicans. Now, pink-backed pelicans get their name for the coloration of their feathers during the mating season. And the more pink their feathers are, the more likely these birds are going to be to mate. Beautiful animals, though. Sounds like there might be a few more animals up here on the left, so we're gonna pull around this way. Now you may or may not look, my friends, these are some Nile crocodiles. Now make sure or remain seated over these bridges. They're real crocodiles down here, and they have very strong jaws. As they're able to close their mouth with over 2,000 pounds of force. Now they're gonna grow to be around 16 to 18 foot long, with 20 foot long is the longest ever recorded. Now they can run about 10 miles an hour on land, which is a little bit faster than my truck, so I'm gonna keep on moving. So they're beautiful animals nonetheless. And we're going to keep on going on. And as we come around this turn, it looks like the riverbed is starting to show up a little bit. So we're going to head to a much more dry climate. Now, a more dry climate around these parts could be known as the Serengeti Grasslands, but it will also be known as the Savannah. Now, in the Savannah, it does get very hot and very dry. So lots of animals are really going to have to adapt to living here. So we're going to try and find some of those animals and maybe talk about their adaptations. Now before we get out there, guys, as we make this turn, look out here to your right hand side, and you're going to see the very beautiful Baobab Tree. Now Baobab trees are going to remain leafless for 9 months of the year. Now I know it kind of looks like a plant is upside down, so his nickname is the upside down tree, of course. And they will store lots of water in their trunk, and is used as a fresh water source for many animals out here on the reserve. And guys, as we come around this way though, you're going to see my favorite view out here in the reserve, as you can see how big and beautiful this savannah is, as it will stretch for hundreds and hundreds of miles. Now it is going to be home to some of the most famous animals in the entire world, like lions, zebras, giraffes, elephants, and wildebeests. The list goes on and on of what we can possibly find, so we're going to keep our eyes peeled, try and find as many as we can. Now this is a very vast ecosystem, my friends, so many animals have to live together and coexist out here. And out here on the reserve is a great example of that. If you look at the grass, it is nice and trimmed and cut by these smaller animals, and that's their diet. The taller trees up here are pruned and picked and pulled by the giraffes, and then the older trees are knocked down and bulldozed by the elephants. So basically what I'm saying, these animals are the best landscaping company in the entire world. Just working very hard for that one common goal of coexistence. Because out here on the right, you're going to see some Maasai giraffe hanging out there. Now Maasai giraffe are the tallest land animal in the world, standing around 20 foot tall. Now when a young giraffe is born, they're going to be born around 6 foot tall immediately. Now within hours of being born, they will be able to walk on their own, as they have very strong legs. We're going to get a much better view than up ahead, my friends. Do not worry. Now guys, we actually have a giraffe crossing the road ahead of us here. And as we come around this way, look down here on the left-hand side, and here's the very beautiful spotted hyena laying down there. Now, spotted hyena were long thought to be scavengers. Now they're actually very good hunters on their own. And if you ever hear a distinct giggle or a whooping noise, just know that'll be the call of a hyena. So in other words, run. So I'll be running. You know, hopefully a little bit faster than you, of course. Now, my favorite fact about the hyena is that the lowest ranking female is still higher on the totem pole than the highest ranking male. So in other words, girl power right there. Yeah, go girls. Now they're very beautiful animals up there. We'll see a few more beautiful animals up here. All around us. We're surrounded right now. Now the very large gray animals out here are the white-bearded wildebeests. Now white-bearded wildebeests are the largest migrating herd of animal in the world, with their herds reach numbers between 500,000 to upwards of 1.5 million. Now they're going to migrate thousands of miles every year at a constant speed of 50 miles per hour. But you do see the Maasai giraffe crossing the road up ahead of us here, my friends. It's the tallest land animal in the world. Alright guys, we're going to have a really good view on both the left and right hand side. Now guys, look close enough at the patterns of the giraffes, and you can see that each pattern is unique, as no giraffe will ever look the exact same. It's kind of like our fingerprint in that sense. Have different colors, different patterns, different shapes. Now guys, we're going to get a really good view of another Maasai giraffe walking around up here. Now in a group, it's called a tower, so this would be a tower of giraffe, which is very easy to remember because they tower over the savannah at 20 foot tall. really good stuff here on the left and right. Not something you're going to see every day, that's for sure. Just in case there's two young ones there on the right hand side hanging out. Now we definitely have a giraffe out in front of our vehicle here. Hey guys, we're gonna go very slow behind this animal. These are wild animals, and we're living in their world. Because right here on the left-hand side, you are gonna see the very beautiful springbok. Now, springbok are my favorite animals in the entire world. Standing around 3 foot tall, they can run at speeds up to around 60 miles an hour. Now, guys, I'm gonna call my head warden real quick. We'll get back on the move here soon, though. I'm holding for a giraffe right at Wildebeests, starting to move poly-poly. You're gonna see a few more springboks hanging out just here on the right-hand side. Yeah, this is their world we're just living in, my friends. Got a little bit of a giraffic jam here. Yeah, that's right. I'm not gonna take care of it. It's on a shirt somewhere in Animal Kingdom. You can buy it. Looks like the whole group is moving this way, my friends. Reserve woman's probably 35. You're still holding the giraffe with the bush. Yeah, we got a pretty good sight here though. See them all moving around out here. Yeah, if you guys did not believe these are wild animals before, now you know. Definitely wild animals out here. Trying to keep following him around this way, my friends. And you see the very large horns out here of the Ankoli cattle. Our Ankoli cattle are domesticated animals, and they were domesticated by the Watusi tribe. So we are going to get the nickname the Watusi cattle. Now those horns are going to be around 8 foot from tip to tip, and about 3 to 4 foot on each side. They're actually going to be very, very light. You can see Giraffe actually licking his leg there. Alrighty guys, looks like we're about to be on the move here, so I'm going to speed on away from here, and we're going to try and catch back up. Once again, see the Ankoli cattle there on the right. Now guys, we're heading towards the north side of the savannah. Now the north side is a little bit different. It's an area I'm not too familiar with, so I'm kind of slow to take our time around here and see what we can find. Now up here on the right, we are going to see a male African elephant. And that male is going to weigh around 14,000 pounds. Now I know it's a male because it is solitary on its own. So as a male grows up and matures, it is soon after the Now guys, I can't quite stop right here. We're going to keep on going though, head around this way. Now guys, unfortunately this road sign does say closed ahead of us, so we're going to try and find another way around. But as we come around this way guys, you're going to look back to your left or back to your right, and you're going to see a pretty good view of the elephant there. Really beautiful animal. Get your picture by King, guys. I'm going to start moving just here in a few seconds. Now we're going to keep on going up around this way, my friends. Try and find another way around. Like I said, the road is closed. Alright guys, we have found another way around by way of a bridge. Now this bridge looks like it's seen better days. So I'm going to go kind of slow just to be as safe as possible. But no worries, friends, we should be just fine. Now, I'm not a big fan of that sound, my friends. Wait, are those zip ties down there? I'm sure if I... Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Everybody lean right, guys! Everybody lean to the right! Everybody lean right, guys! Alright, hold on tight, Brackos. If we don't make it, you're the first ones to go. Now we're getting out of here, friends. Hold on tight. We're moving on. Alright, everybody take a deep breath in. And let it out. And we are not going to tell my boss about that, because I would love to work with him on it. So that's going to be our little secret, but no worries. We're going to keep it moving. Whew. Everybody's hearing the counter for, though, right? Alright, that's all I can hear. Now guys, we're heading into Timbo country. Now this time of day, it can be hard to find some animals around here, so we're going to keep our eyes peeled. Head down towards the waterhole around these parts.
Pardon? That was good fun, yeah. That was good fun, darling. Pardon?
Now guys, I'm going to be seeing a few more Baobab trees up here on the right. Like I said, they play a crucial role in the habitat, as they do store lots of water in their trunks. And you already see a lot of holes poked in this one on the second tree up here. And those holes are actually poked in by the elephants. And elephants will poke their tusk into there and let the fresh water roll out and rush out. And you have a very good fresh water source out here. They're very good use of the natural resources.
Andy, don't try to keep a hold of you down. So I sit back up in my knee. You see the animal, look. See through here, darling. Can we see?
As over here on the left-hand side, you are going to see the greater flamingo. Now, greater flamingo are the largest flamingo species, and this is my personal favorite name for a group of animals. This, my friends, is a flamboyance of flamingos, and that is their actual scientific group name. Now, when they reach out their wings from tip to tip, they're going to be around 5 foot wide, and they're going to get their pink coloration from very heavy shrimp and brine dye. So there's some beautiful animals nonetheless. Now, friends, we're heading on into the east side of the savannah. Now, the east side's a little bit different. As you can tell, there's a lot more vegetation out here. So lots of animals can hide in that vegetation. But not only animals can hide, humans can hide as well. Now, humans in the form of poachers I'm talking about here. Now, poachers do hunt these animals for their meats, horns, tusks, and coats, and sell them for a profit, instead of seeing the true beauty of these animals. Now, we are going to keep our eyes out around these ways, my friends, and see if we can find anything. Here on the left, you are going to see a very large mud pit, a wallowing pit. Now, rhinos are going to roll around in that mud and put it as on their back as a natural sunblock form, as it's very, very sensitive skins. So if you see a rhino, and they're absolutely filthy, it is intentional. And it's just laying down on the left-hand side. You can see a cheetah. Now, cheetah are the fastest land animal in the world. They're able to run at speeds up around 75 miles an hour, just behind that tree there. They can only maintain that top speed for a few hundred yards. And then they take a little bit of a rest. A little short burst how they're going to run. It's a very beautiful animal though. Now we're going to head to a very popular area of the reserve, my friends, as we're heading towards the Kofi Rocks. And the Kofis can be a pretty good place to find some lions, as they use these large rocks as an overlook over the entire savannah. Because I don't know if you guys have heard or not, but they just can't wait to be king. Now they really are king of savannah, as they will overlook starving help in these areas. Very good vantage point for them. Now guys, up here on the right, you are some zebras. Now zebras are black with white stripes, and we know that because of the color of their noses. Now zebras may be very small and very docile, but they're actually very strong. Now with one swift kick with those hind legs, they can actually break the jaw of a charging lion if they need be. It's very, very impressive. Guys, up there on the left hand side, you can see a male lion laying down there with his beautiful mate. We're going to pull on so I can get a better view. There's a female poking her head up as well. Now the female lion is called a lioness, and lioness are actually the hunters of the group. Beautiful, beautiful animals. Now they're the largest of the cat species, and when they unleash the full power of their roar, they can be heard from around 5 miles away. Very, very impressive.
We're nearly finished. We're nearly finished.
Let's look to your back left-hand side. You see the warthogs?
We're nearly finished.
Now, warthog are the largest burrowing animal in the world, and I'm sure you guys know the name of the most famous warthog in the world. It is Pumbaa. You guys look here on the right-hand side. You see the water bug. Now, water bug is identifiable by two things. One, their noses, as their noses look like a heart, and then their back sides. Their back sides kind of look like a toilet, so, you know, taking that view. You guys, down here on the ground, these big bright yellow eggs ahead of us are ostrich eggs. Now, ostrich eggs are the largest egg in the world, and each egg is going to weigh around 3 to 5 pounds. Now, they're going to be so strong and so sturdy that a fully grown human can stand on those eggs and they will not break. Which is remarkable because, as you guys may know, eggs are often associated with being very fragile. Now, friends, we've been very, very lucky so far. So we're going to head to our final area here. This final area is called Magati Glen. And Magati Glen was made possible by donations to the Disney Conservation Fund, which is celebrating its 20th anniversary of preserving these animals. So yay for that. Now we're going to keep our eyes closed as we go around this way and try and find some more animals. Get a little back massage for you here. Now guys, up here on the right, you already see the very beautiful yellow-billed stork. Now yellow-billed stork are easy to identify because they have yellow bills and they're storks. I know, it's groundbreaking news. Now they're actually a carnivorous bird and they'll be able to eat anything that can fit inside their beaks. Like smaller fish, smaller birds, insects, grass, pinkies. You know, the list goes on and on. But don't worry guys, I will not let your pinkies get that close. I'll protect you. Guys, it looks like our journey is coming to a close. I'm going to drop you guys off at the outpost up ahead of us here. Now you guys were amazing. I really do appreciate the patience from that little giraffe stuff we had there. This is pretty good stuff. We got to see giraffes though, so that's not complaining. Now guys, unfortunately, many animals out here on the reserve are facing endangerment from either habitat destruction, poaching, or mining. And to help out, you can do more, like learning about these animals at the conservation station over at Rafiki's Plan and Watch. But you can come back any other day and do that. It's actually a train ride back to the backside of our reserve. See some really cool sights. And as you can do one more thing, which is recycling. And by recycling your paper, plastics, and electronics, you will heavily, not really doing heavily, reduce the need to destroy the habitats of these animals. Now, without these habitats, the animals cannot survive. So you might want to keep that in mind next time, throw something away. It could be as simple as walking 2 extra steps to a recycling bin. Now guys, we're coming around our final turn here. It has been a lot of fun showing you guys around. We have gone very close and we have bonded with these amazing animals. And as you can see, you guys are my family now. As soon as you're our family, I do not want to say goodbye. These goodbyes are too sad, too final, and far too formal. Instead, I will leave you guys with a Swahili phrase, which is Kwaherini. Now, Kwaherini does mean to go well. So go well, my friends, and go wild, and have a great day here in Disney Animal Kingdom, or wherever your journeys may take you. Now go ahead and check your rows and make sure you have all your personal belongings with you. I don't want you guys leaving anything behind, as I am going to be going on another safari after this. So we're going to hold just a few more seconds here.
Oh, John, yeah, we're going to be off now. Go and find Mummy and the brothers.
As I said, go ahead and check those roads. Don't leave anything behind.